Good morning, scholars. Today we will start our lesson on South America. Let's take a trip to South America. Let's learn a little bit about where we will be flying today and some of its geography. As you see, we are going to South America. South America is one of the 7 continents on Earth. It is the 4th largest continent in size and has a total of 13 countries within it. Can you spot the largest country? If you guessed Brazil, you were right. Brazil takes up almost half the land mass of the whole continent, and it is almost as big as the USA, where we live. So Brazil is almost as big as the United States of America. Each one of the different countries has its own flag. Do you recognize any of them? Which one do you like the most? Now, if you're 6th grade, you better recognize Brazil, since that is my favorite place. And that is also the country we did during Hispanic Month. South America has a tropical wet climate with hot temperatures and heavy rainfall. In the mountains, it is usually around 59 degrees Fahrenheit. In the tropics, it can get up to over 100 degrees. The majority of South America falls below the equator, and this is why it's so hot. This means that the seasons are the exact opposite to those in the United States and Europe. Their summer occurs from December through February, and winter occurs from June through August. Winter is much typically more mild than in North America. Now, put on your seatbelts, grab a soda, and let's go look at some amazing sights. First stop, São Paulo, which is in Brazil. And Brazil is a country that we will be studying later on in the month. It is one of the largest cities with over 20 million people living there. Would you like to live in a city that big with 20 million people? A city? Now, let's go visit Machu Picchu. It is located in the country of Peru. A 15th century stone city tucked into a mountain ring valley high in the Andes. Machu Picchu is about 50 miles from Cusco, the Inca capital. It's reached today by a 4-hour train ride, then a few miles of winding mountain road. Look at how beautiful that is. Want to see some amazing waterfalls? Iguazu Falls are known to be some of the most beautiful in the world. Iguazu Falls is located in Brazil and Argentina. Look at that beautiful rainbow. They are the largest waterfall system in the world. Iguazu means big water. Ever heard of Rio de Janeiro? Yeah. The Summer Olympics were held there in 2016. It is one of the largest cities in Brazil. This city has some amazing beaches to visit and is home to the world's largest carnival that has some giant floats in their carnival parade. Now remember, I told you guys, this is where Miss Smith wants her ashes thrown. I want them thrown in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, so I can be part of Carnival. I want to be one of the ladies on the floats. South America is also home to the world's longest river. Do you know its name? If you guessed the Amazon River, you are right. It is over 4,000 miles long, and it runs through many of the countries in South America. Now, there's also another river that is the longest. Can you name that? If you guessed the Nile River, the Amazon River runs through the Amazon rainforest. It is the world's largest tropical rainforest. It is as large as the continent's United States. So a forest is as big as the United States. A forest. The Amazon rainforest is home to over 2.5 million different kinds of bugs. Ooh, would you want to visit there? Is anyone getting hungry? Do you think people who live in South America eat the same foods as you? Let's take a look. There are many cattle ranches and farms throughout South America which produce most of the food that they eat. In Brazil, the most traditional dish is feijoada. It is a stew consisting of beans with beef and pork. Corn or mazi is a very popular food in South America. It has been grown there for more than 5,000 years. Wow. It is the key ingredient to many of their staple dishes like arepas, cornbread, tamales, and pastales, savory tarts. Potatoes are also a very important and popular crop in South America. Potatoes are fried, mashed, freeze-dried, baked, and combined with sauces into many beloved dishes. There are over 3,000 different kinds of potatoes found there. Peppers and tropical fruit are also common in South America. They are used to spice up a dish or two or to make a yummy treat. You got papayas and granadilla. Queso fresco is used to add to sauces or crumbled up over salads. It is unripened cow's milk cheese. Okay, I don't know about that. Do you think they speak the same language as you do in South America? Well, Portuguese is the most commonly used language there. Would you like to learn a few words in Portuguese? I'm going to show you this now, but you guys will have an activity for you to research these. Who thinks clothing in South America is different than the clothing you wear? Clothing across South America varies quite a bit, so we look at 3 different major countries and their traditional clothing. In Brazil, the cattle ranchers are often called gauchos. They wear pants called bombachas that are baggy and usually tucked into their boots. They are made to be comfortable while riding horses. The women in Brazil wear a traditional dress called a banhada dress. The dress is made out of breathable fabric with beautiful embroidery called bordado. The skirt is rounded and long down to the ankles. Women also wear a white turban on their heads, bead necklaces, and a long colored shawl. In Chile, clothing consists of an elaborately decorated silk or wool chambon or poncho, which I love ponchos, I wear a lot of them, a straw hat called a chupala, and a feminine, full skirt flowered dress. Both Venezuelan men and women wear Western style clothing for everyday wear. However, for formal events such as weddings and festivals, the men wear a traditional outfit called a guiliqui. Women wear bright and colorful skirts with a ruffled blouse. Want to check out a few of the amazing animals found in South America? The jaguar. Jaguars are the largest of South America's big cats. They once roamed from the southern tip of that continent north to the region surrounding the U.S.-Mexican border. Today, significant numbers of jaguars are found only in remote regions of South and Central America, particularly in the Amazon basin. Ugh, can you imagine that in your face? Stinky breath. This South American otter is the world's largest at some 6 feet long. It lives only in the rivers and creeks of the Amazon, Oroncho, and La Plata river systems. Everybody knows about the anaconda. The green anaconda snake is the world's largest snake and the second longest. It lives in the rainforests throughout South America. Oop, I used to have a snake. The Apache is a member of the camel family and is typically found in the Andes Mountains. Apache, alpaca, alpaca. The Choco toucan. The Choco toucan is at home in South America's tropical forests, but recognized everywhere. The toucan's oversized, colorful bill has made it one of the world's most popular birds. They live up to 20 years. That is a beautiful bird. Look at that. Just beautiful. What do you think school is like in South America? Most children attend school in South America. A few stay at home to help their parents work. School usually starts at 8 a.m. and goes until 2. Some children have to walk up to 3 hours to get to their school each day. Like, oh my God. They normally go to school from ages 6 to 15 years old. If children live in a village that is too far away from school, they learn what they can from their parents. Children in South America probably do many of the things you do for fun, like play outside with their friends, play sports, and other games. One of the games that they love to play is called Sapo. The rules involve trying to toss coins into holes that have been cut on the top of the box. The box has a fake frog on top, and the person that manages to get their coin into his mouth while tossing the coins become the winner of the game. What? Now, you know more about South America's geography, culture, animals, food, and some of the beautiful sights. Now, it's time to fly home and talk about all that we have learned. And you will have a quiz. Sit back, relax while we fly home.